Hello? Hello?
Who's there?
It's me.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Magic Studios. Hello, Elfie. Hello, Tuesday. That's all I'm reading. I'm not scrolling up. If you want a hello, you need to say hello to me right now.
Right now.
I'll give you time for there to be a delay.
Yes.
Hello, Gizmad. Good name. Good name.
Yes, yes. All right.
Hello, Jilliana. Hello, YS Watch. Yes, Watch. Is that it?
Yes.
Am I doing this correctly?
100%. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Hello again, Elfie.
Hello, hello.
Getting in a second hello. I'm not doing any more for you. How is everyone doing today? Are you working on your comics? Do you like that Ursula color corrected the video today?
Doesn't look so washed out.
Yeah, it
You can
doesn't.
actually see the colors I'm using.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Wool's pretty face,
Yes.
and Ursula can be like, see, I actually use color. I use the pigment, okay?
Look, I know how to do watercolor. I swear.
Yeah. I mean, when I was watching it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe she's gone back to doing such washed out work.
No.
She used to do like hundreds of layers.
I know. I would just do a few.
She just wouldn't saturate her brush.
No. I was afraid. I was so afraid.
I mean, part of it is just like everyone tells you to do it lightly.
Yeah, because, like, you don't... It's not like acrylic where you, like, slap it on. Like...
You still need pigment. It's just you have to mix it with water.
Yeah, you need some transparency.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much that there's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Tell us your watercolor knowledge.
I have very little watercolor knowledge. But let me think. I don't know. It's from what I've learned, there's like so many different ways to do it.
Man, that sounds complicated.
The one thing I keep struggling with is just having like too much water on the paper, and then it creates like these like bleeds and bursts that I don't want when I want more of like a smoother application. So I need to
Get
use
better
less
at
water.
that.
So
Yeah.
I keep dabbing my paintbrush on a little paper towel to get some of the water out.
How do you make background art and good shade with character?
Start with studying. Because if you want your characters to fit into environments, you should draw from life and draw actual people in actual environments.
Oh damn, color relativity is gonna come up, guys.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, your scene, your environment, the colors of the environment affect the character.
Or do they mean like that the environment has character?
Oh, what's the question? How do you make background art and good shade with character? Oh, please clarify, Magic Studios. Because I'm not sure either now.
I love the chair. You did the chair nice.
Thank you.
I like the slightly wonk perspective, but like...
It's a little funky, but...
It's a little funky, but you tried this so hard.
I redid it so many times.
Like, most people are just gonna glance at it, so it doesn't matter.
Literally. That is the whole life of an artist. People are just gonna glance at your work after you spend hours on it.
And if they don't, then they're gonna say it's all intentional and that it's amazing.
Exactly. It's to create unease within the
Yeah,
viewer.
and Nighthawks.
Yeah.
Not that Nighthawks isn't like
No.
super planned out. Like, you can see all the work done leading up to that piece. It's not even that wonky. It's just weird. I don't know.
No, it's a little weird. It's a
Yeah.
little off. I don't know how to fix it. My skill level's not there yet. Man, oh man. But yeah. some people said last time that this is very relaxing, so I hope this is relaxing you guys. How do you make shade background? Like, how do you shade the background and like fit your character into it? Is that what you mean?
We really want to answer the question.
We do.
It's a fascinating puzzle
Yes.
as to like what you're asking exactly. So shading the background. Do you mean like shadows and stuff? Or do you mean like putting... Huh. I like that deco-ass lamp.
Thank you. I worked hard. How do you draw in little color so it all looks like one color blob?
This is a joke. Okay. Man, I don't know. I'll go back to answering writing questions when we go back to analyzing Ursula's story.
How dare you?
We'll have to do that another Thursday, because next Thursday is the critique.
Yes.
I get to analyze other people's stories.
Exactly.
Oh no. Oh no,
Watch
guys.
out.
I'm coming for you.
Coming for you.
Happy Saturday. I have chickpeas.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I lit a candle and Miku ran to it, so I had to put her away.
Yeah. She's trouble.
I said, please don't set yourself on fire today.
She said all right. Tomorrow, though.
Oh, we didn't talk about... She went to the vet
Oh, yeah.
the second time and got squeezed.
Yes. So Miku, because our cat has a bladder infection, as we found out, because we took her to the vet.
Figured.
And they had to keep her for the day to get a urine sample from her. Which, thank God, because I hate collecting it from the cats. It's such a headache.
Yes.
So yeah, but then they called, picked her up, said, yeah, she's probably got a bladder infection. They're still doing another test just to see extra what it is. But they gave us medication.
We were so worried. We were like, okay, we need to get pill pockets. And I'm like, let's just try hiding in her food first. But then I was like, oh, these are chewable pills. And I dropped it in front of her and she ate it like a monster. I mean, this cat is constantly searching for food and will eat anything, so.
Yeah. She's a demon, so
Yes.
it's natural.
Can we see Bones draw, please? I've drawn on stream before.
Yeah. You just gotta wait for the perfect moment.
Exactly. It's not gonna be today because she's watercoloring.
Exactly. I'm not leaving my setup. It took a while to get done.
I'm not. I can't draw on top of her watercolor the same way I can a digital piece.
Exactly.
I kind of actually will ruin it.
Exactly. And I'll cry because I worked so hard on this. Except I'm probably gonna screw it up and have to redo it. But you know what? It's a learning experience.
I don't think you're gonna screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Just watch me. Ugh, my back is so itchy today. At least it's a part I can etch.
That's good.
We haven't done much. We haven't played much Kingdom
No.
since the last stream. We played a bit. We're slowly making our way.
Downtown. Walking fast.
No, slowly. We're slowly building up our fortress
We are.
in order to make our next strike on the greed.
Yes. Man, our life is so interesting. Oh, I took Serena on a walk. So Serena, our husky, is insane on walks. She sees other dogs and she screams. Okay, Ursula, stop. You're just overworking it.
She's reactive.
She is. So we got her like a harness. I mean, we have it. It's like a one for your car.
Yes, always get your dog a seatbelt.
Yes, it's very important so they don't get hurt or run away
Or
if something happens.
or kill you.
Or kill you, yeah.
If you have a large enough dog and you get in a car crash and the dog goes flying, it's like having a whatever amount of pound bag of cement in your backseat. So.
Exactly. So always buckle your dogs in. Anyways, we have that nice little seatbelt harness. So I put her in that because we've had her in a little nose halty, which is like a loop that just goes around her nose, and she hates it. She hates it so much she like scratches her face up. So I said,
Yeah.
no more.
And we looked at the flat collar, but she pulls. And I read a study about collars recently. And I think it's something like even like a small amount of pressure is enough to cause like significant damage. Like regardless of the kind of collar.
Exactly.
And she pulls so hard and she gags on stuff, and I don't want her to get a collapsed trachea or have like lymph node damage and stuff.
Yep. So we got her on a little
Harness.
And
Because everyone tells you not to get a harness because you're like, oh, it'll just make the husky pull harder. And it's just like, well, I guess the idea is that you want to train them just not pull in general.
yeah.
So you want them to be safe and yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, so I took her on a little walk because it's really nice out today, and I needed to stretch my legs before the stream. And I took her out on the harness, and she was pretty good. Like it just every time she'd pull, I'd do a little stop, and then when she stopped pulling, then she got to go to whatever she was excited about. And she's still reactive with other dogs. She saw one and just like completely flipped out, and she was like barking and pulling, and I just stood there until she wore herself out, and then we left. And she didn't do it again, and she was really nice. She just ignored all the other dogs after that. I was like, all right. We got a solution. When making a season for a comic, how do you plan that?
Oh, like a chapter or like a volume, but like webtoons.
Yeah. Everyone talks in webtoons these days.
I know,
They've
right?
stolen the market. Maybe not stolen, but they've spread their branding very well. That is a very big question for how do you plan
That's a
it.
question for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably a question that Ursula will talk to me about. Or you can ask me on my writing streams.
Yes.
Oops. There. Come on up, Medico.
What are you drawing, Ursula? So this
Come
is
on
an
up.
illustration for
Get up here.
Bones's.
Go, Mado. Go, Mado. Okay.
This is an illustration for Bones's novel. That's the word.
The Books of Avo.
Yes. The Books of Avo. So yeah, so I'm doing little page illustrations for it. So yeah,
It's about books.
it is. It's about books.
And lesbians.
Yes, there are lesbians. And it's set in the 1920s.
Kind of.
Kind of. Inspired.
Fantasy world.
Yeah. Fantasy world, 20s inspired.
That's 100 years ago.
That's so weird.
I know you have to say like 1920s.
Oh, you're at the 1920s.
I guess you call them the Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
Exactly.
The Roaring 20s versus the apocalyptic 20s.
As opposed to hell.
I mean, the 20s wasn't.
Will the novel be illustrated in cover? Oh my god, in color? Yes.
Possibly.
Hmm.
It depends on if we reach the stretch goal. The PDF will be in color
Yes.
But if we don't have enough money, it's gonna be black and white.
Yep.
It shouldn't cost us that much compared to like a black and white book because it's a limited amount of colored pages.
Yeah.
But it's still expensive. Especially if it's digital print, then it doesn't even matter.
Mhm.
I was watching dog training videos, and there was a video where the dog was named Bones, and it was so funny and confusing for me.
Yes. It's so funny. They're like, sit, Bones, sit. Come here, Bones.
When you talk to Matica, do you say tomato? I guess sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I think I was just saying Mato.
Yeah.
I was saying go Mato, go Mato, go.
Yeah, we do call her Mado. Or Mapo is another one.
My bops.
Mapops.
Baby.
Bapops.
Uh-oh.
What?
That was just some Miku. Perching.
Oh no.
She's dangerous.
Run
Watch
away.
out, she's coming for you.
No.
She's coming for you.
Stay away,
She's
creature.
coming for you.
No.
She's sniffing Matica's feet. I don't have much going on.
I know.
I was gonna talk about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well the only thing I've been doing is is getting into arguments
Online.
online about dog training. Because it's very upsetting.
Yeah.
Animal training in general is just upsetting. Not even animal training, just animal care across the board. Like, I don't even expect, like, this is a nice stream to listen to while studying for my medical dietetics exam. Okay.
Dang. It's intense. Didn't you say you were in grad school? Something like that earlier?
Ashen Graves. Isn't there a song called Ashen Graves?
Is there? By who?
Isn't it a song from Kingdom?
Oh, is it? Maybe.
Or maybe it's Ashen Crown. Yeah, it's Ashen Crown.
Dang.
Grad school for nutrition and dietetics.
Ooh,
Damn, that's exciting.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you do really well.
I hope you do too.
I wasn't talking to you, Bones.
What?
Oh, I thought.
I was saying that I hope they do well too.
Oh, sorry.
I would. Why would you're the one who assumed I was talking to you?
All right.
Yeah,
We getting fighty.
pot meat kettle.
Hello.
I just have normal exams to study for. Wow.
Well, also good luck with that.
I need it. Although I only need 60% on my final. I still leave with an A, so I'm not worried. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Wow, we've got a bunch of smarty pantses in the chat here.
We do. Man, oh man.
Why do we attract the science boys?
Because we're cool.
I guess we attract the gays with our gayness. We attract the artists with our comicsness. And we attract the science boys when I rant about cats.
They hear your call.
Womp, 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 womp. I was in a fight with someone about where a trachea is. Like, it was stupid. It was so stupid. And they were calling me stupid. Like, Like, I don't even know. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I'm the wrong one. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if you go down a dog's throat, you don't immediately hit the trachea. Like, there's got to be a point. There's got to be a point along the line where the esophagus and the windpipe, like, like split off. Like, I don't think that happens, like, in the skull. That would just be weird, right? Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, that's gotta happen in the neck, right? What is the argument here?
You can literally put your hand and gently feel it, like where the windpipe is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the argument is, okay, let me explain, I guess, what's going on. So, we were in a fight about choke chains, right?
Right.
And, like, okay, so if you are going to properly use a choke chain, and I don't really think highly of choke chains in general,
Yeah.
right?
No.
But like if you are gonna properly use one, or like a slip lead, and like there's technically like good times to use them, like especially like a slip lead where like you need to just kind of loop it around a dog because you can't get a collar on them, or it would be too much of a fuss, like in like a boarding situation where they don't have collars,
Yeah.
because collars are unsafe, right?
Yeah.
When you have a bunch of dogs hanging out,
Yeah.
because they can get caught on them and stuff.
Yes.
And then to like leash them up really quickly, you'd use like a slip lead, which is basically a choke chain, just not made out of chain.
Yeah.
We got into a fight about that too. But like if you want to properly use one, the way to do it is you want it like high up on the neck. But it's not on the jaw. It's behind the mandible and at the really back top of the head, but it's not going to be around the skull. It's going to be between like the skull and the spine, like where those two meet, like in the joint there. Right? And the reason you want it there is because if a dog suddenly jerks forward on a slip lead or choke chain, you can damage the trachea, right? And your trachea, or I guess a dog's trachea, is not like it's soft. It's like soft, like it's cartilage, right? So it'd be like breaking your nose, right? Like
Yeah.
like if you suddenly jerk on like the other part of like the throat, you know, like the squishy bits that are between the trachea, like and your skull and all that good stuff, like you're gonna cause injury, but you're not gonna like collapse a trachea,
Yeah.
which is a really serious injury that means that the dog can't breathe, right? Like, so that's why it's high on the neck. It's not high on the neck because it's safe across the board to be yanking on a dog's neck.
No.
Like, the person's confused. Yeah, like it's in the neck, like on the, like I don't know about the human body. I'd assume so as well, but like I don't think they were. It's pretty high up, but it's not in the skull. Yeah, like you can go around it. Like if you have like the slip lead, you can have it so that it's not gonna crush anything. Right? Like especially as you get lower onto the neck, then it's like I don't know if you've ever had a tube, but like held a tube, it's like really easy to crush it in the middle. Like that's not like a strong point too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. but you don't want to do that. And the reason that they wanted to argue that the windpipe was so high up is because, like, they want... God, it's just so dumb. It's like, oh my god. Okay, so regardless of whether or not it's the proper procedure to put the slip lead that high up to avoid tracheal damage, like, it doesn't change the fact that pulling and snapping and doing, like, the training moves on a choke chain, like, that's not proper at all. Like,
No.
there's no proper way to do that.
Yeah, no.
Because the neck, regardless of if you're causing damage to, like, the trachea and, like, like, regardless of you're doing that, like, there's, like, a lot of very important stuff in the neck. I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but it's kind of like where your head is connected to your body, and your head has your brain in it, and, like, yeah, like, you don't want to, like,
Mess
like,
with that.
yeah, you don't want to, like, constrict, like, any, like, arteries or veins in there. Like, that's serious. Or you can do, like, damage to the eyes and ears.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of important stuff in there, and it's ridiculous. And even if you're using it for light corrections and whatever, like, I know, like, the American, like, Guide Dog Association or whatever, they use, like, choke chains. And at the very least, they're using choke chains in a way that, like, it's not agreeable, because I don't think we should be, like, administering any punishment, especially to, like, a neck, right?
Yeah.
But, like, when the guide dogs are getting a correction to their neck, it's like a light correction, and it's because the dog already knows the command, and it's just for, like, cues and being like, you did the cue wrong.
Yeah.
Right? The command. It's like, you can't... It's not for a dog that doesn't know what's going on and is confused about what's right or wrong, or a dog who's, like, terrified of something.
Yeah.
And of course, this all came out because, like, I'm fighting with, like, a Cesar Millan fan, and, like, oh my god, okay. There's just, like, so many levels. Like, the whole argument was whether or not he even uses, like, choke chains and shock collars, which he does. And even if he doesn't, like, even if, like, the point of contention was, like, he prefers to use slip leads to choke chains, it's like, wow, that's great. Like, you're strangling them with a piece of rope instead of a chain. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh god. Our golden retriever was a rescue and couldn't bark anymore because of damage to the trachea from leashes. I strictly use harnesses with my dogs now.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clicker training is the best. Exactly. A positive reward is so lovely.
I haven't had a nabbit in me in over a year. It was a high school anatomy class, but that's what I remember. Like, I don't want to be the... I don't want to use the transphobe line, but, like, just, like, biology 101, okay? Like... I have a canine skull. Like, I know what it looks like. And I can touch my dog's head and I can feel the structures. Like, like,
Yeah.
like I know where they are. Like, the server dog training place I've talked to is all about positive reinforcements because punishment isn't productive. Like, that's good. Like, yeah. I think there's, like, one place, and, like, oh god, of course, like, police dogs or whatever, but, like, Do you expect anything better? Yeah. Oh god, because like I hadn't watched Caesar Milan in forever. Like I watched him growing up, and I got like all of like the horrible advice, and then like I got my own dog, and I'm like, wow, this is like awful. I don't want to do this to my dog anymore. And yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
And now like knowing what I do now, and like understanding like the basic level of like dog body language, it is like horrifying to watch the show.
Yeah.
Why do you have a canine skull? Because skulls are cool. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of skulls.
We have many.
I mean,
animal
yeah,
skulls.
we do have a lot of canine skulls. They're just like inside dogs' heads. But I also have one that is not inside of a dog. It was once inside of a coyote.
Yes.
You really gonna go behind the aquarium? Ugh.
Of course.
Whatever. We use a harness with our dogs because we inherited our second dog, and he was 100-pound overweight. So as he was losing weight, the collar made his skin buckle up.
Oh, puppy.
I'm out of the loop. What's wrong with Caesar Milan? Oh god, everything.
Everything.
like I just turned on a random episode, right? And it was the most horrifying thing. So like the episode starts out with this nervous little dog, and like he has her on a slip lead for whatever reason, and he's like trying to drag her into the pool, and like she's like locking her legs because like there's like a ramp that goes into the pool, and yeah, he's like she's locking her legs and like struggling and like biting the leash, and clearly does not want to go into the pool.
Yeah.
And he and there was one point where like he's dragging her by her neck with, again, a slip lead, which is a lead that is like a loop, and it just tightens as you pull. And like it's not tightening while he's pulling until she panics for a little bit, and then you like see it like tighten on her neck, and like you hear her like gagging, like maybe benefit of the doubt, like I watch, like, you watch reality TV and they put random animal noises in. Like, maybe that isn't actually a noise she made, but I highly doubt it because it wasn't so over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's, like, clearly struggling.
I mean, what I learned is that they had a veterinarian look at Dog Whisperer, the show he used to have, and before it aired, and they were like, you shouldn't show this, this is really awful to the animals. And then the network put it up anyways.
Yeah, for years it's been like that. But yeah, like just this one episode, like I just want to get through it. All right, so okay, there's so many things wrong with that. Like, first of all, like if a dog is scared of something, like petrified, like you shouldn't be forcing them into that situation. And yes, he eventually drags her into the pool and she swims in it, but like what else is she gonna do? Like she has no other choice.
Yeah.
Oh god. And yeah, like because that's like flooding, right? Where you just force like a being, I guess, because like it's animals and people or whatever, you force them into a situation and give them no choice.
Yeah.
Right? Like you force them to be surrounded by something they're afraid of, and they shut down, and then you clap your hands like, ha, see, cured. And like I relate to this dog because like I did swimming lessons and I dissociated and I ended up in the bottom of the pool because I was like really scared because it was like diving day, and I just agree to things when I leave my body and just agree to like whatever is being said, and like I guess I'm diving now, and I didn't know how to get up, and it was scary. And everyone's like, wow, good job. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I never want to swim again. So I relate to this dog. You're talking about a dog horror movie? Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things wrong with that. Like, first of all, if you, like, okay, even if we're luring a dog into a pool, right, with like chicken and doing a good job, like, there's still going to be faults with that, because if you have a dog that's never swam before, they should be wearing a life jacket. Like,
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. They should be wearing life jackets.
well, I watched another one which was even more horrifying. It's the exact same situation. He loves dragging dogs into pools. But it was like a bulldog. So like it was like bracky, right? So it has a collapsed nose, so it has less ability to breathe. And they're a super stocky, dense breed, so like swimming is going to be really hard.
Yeah.
So like the fact that this dog didn't have a frickin' oh god. Well, this was a dog they also shocked a bunch too.
Ugh.
But
Oh
like
yeah, and the shock collars.
yeah, but he was like he was pulling him in, and like his head would go underwater sometimes too. And the dog was biting the leash, and like the narration is being like Caesar can't let him win this fight
Ugh.
or whatever. It's just like this dog is like panicked because he thinks you're going to drown him, and basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you are teaching a dog to swim, for one, the first thing you teach them is how to escape.
Yeah.
Like you don't immediately go into the deep end. Like you don't do that with any animal. Like you don't do that with children. You don't go like, okay, here's a pool of water that's several feet deeper than you are tall. Like start small, like wade in, get them used to water.
Yeah.
Like there are dogs that are natural swimmers, but even then, like be careful.
Exactly.
And if you're like you never know what happens, like be safe. Yes, I have a Newfie, and they're such good swimmers naturally, but I put her in a massive life vest. Like exactly, like
keep your baby safe.
yeah, like little in the fact that like these are dogs that have never swam before, and they're doing it under like such a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, water's not a joke. Like I feel like water's one of those things that sometimes gets normalized as like this super like innocuous thing because it's just water, right? But like water is like super deadly. I don't know if you've heard about this, but like drowning is pretty terrible. If I'm wearing a life vest, so are my dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, like I don't know what this idea is. Like humans, yeah, humans also naturally swim. Like if you throw some humans in the ocean, they're not gonna just sink to the bottom, but they're not gonna have a great time.
No, and there's still a danger of going under.
Literally.
Um.
Like you have a panic response. Like
Yeah.
I think most mammals do.
Because like
A panic swim.
yeah, there's a panic swim response. There's also a response of like when water hits your throat, like your throat closes up, but that's not good.
Yeah.
You can still.
Anyway, so he torments this dog, drags her into a pool. Eventually, like she's so tired that she like has to be dragged into the pool, and then just swims around until he's like, look how calm she is, and she's clearly not calm. Like her
Still stressed.
yeah, she like stress panting. And part of the problem I find too is like when he does this with the dogs in the pool, it's really hard to read their expressions because they have to keep their mouth closed, right, in the pool, and they have it's like when Matika is doing like her really important walk and her ears go back and you're like, are you nervous?
Yes.
Because sometimes it's like she's nervous, other times she's got a mission and like we're not part of it. But there's like other signs to it, but it's hard to see
Yeah.
when a dog is in. Toss the baby. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can swim, but should I still have a life vest in a pool or like
Yeah.
oh god. Yeah, just don't. Yeah, babies can swim, but just don't throw them into the water. All right.
Literally.
like hamsters can swim, rabbits can swim, like all sorts of animals that have no reason to be in water have a natural swim response because water is scary and you need to get out of it.
Exactly.
I'm terrified of drowning. Found this out while training to be a lifeguard.
Oh no. Oops. Yeah, no.
Okay, but this isn't even the worst part because after abusing a dog and strangling her, he then thinks it's great to like endanger some children too.
Oh god, right.
So this dog hates being touched. Like she snarls and like licks her lips and growls and very clearly is saying like frick off.
Yeah.
Like
don't
she
touch.
has very clear signals that she does not want to be touched. And Caesar Milan is like, all right, small child, like the daughter of the family. She looks like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, you need to grab her paws without like, and like I don't know what he's doing. He's just like, you need to grab her paws until she's okay with it. Which is basically like, oh my god. Like, I was like watching it and like, just complete horror. Cause like, is this child and he's like, okay, now grab her paw. And the dog starts growling and he's like, just do it. Like, just go for it. And like, she grabs the paw and the dog is growling and like, she's uncomfortable. And like she stops growling and she looks away, but she's still uncomfortable. She's just doing that like shutting down, like avoidance thing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, grab the other paw, and she starts growling again. And then at the end, it's like, oh, she didn't bit her. She didn't bite the child. Yay!
She's cured.
Look-
It's like, oh my god, she was giving very clear signs of don't touch me. Like,
Well, the dog, like that so easily could have ended up with the child being bitten. And I'm honestly annoyed. Okay, for the greater good, it kind of sucks that the child wasn't bitten because now like a bunch of kids have seen this show and saw it go okay for her and be told that that's okay, and now like other kids are going to repeat that, or other parents are going to have their children repeat that, and it's so terrifying to me.
yeah.
Cuz like that's like a smaller dog, like she's only going to do so much damage. But like,
She was at eye level with the child. Like they had her up on a box and she was at
oh
face
god,
level
yeah.
staring into the child's eyes, and I was like, she's gonna rip this kid's face off. This is horrible.
My dog's really friendly, but we tell kids when he licks his face before they pet him because even if he's being friendly, a kid could be scared by it. Yeah. I got half my lip ripped off by as a small kid by a dog because I decided it would be a great idea to cry on top of the dogs. Still wouldn't blame the dog for that. Yeah, I would blame your parents or whoever was supposed to be looking after you to not teach you dog boundaries. Like I don't expect kids to immediately know that they shouldn't ride a dog like a horse. Like they're children. Like they do dumb things. They have poor impulse control. Like it's your job as like a parent. Yeah, I was a dumbass. but it's if you have a dumbass kid, like don't let's assume you are a dumbass, like Ashen, like as a child. Like if you have a dumbass child, don't leave them with a dog unsupervised.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
I hate Caesar Milan, but watching Jackson Galaxy cat whisperer show, I mostly hate the boyfriends and ladies of the ladies who own cats. Oh my god, literally. Oh god, I watched like an interview that had Caesar Milan and Jackson Galaxy on at the same time, and it was like so. Oh god, it's like when you have like, oh god, it's just like you can't say anything bad, but oh, oh god.
Well, Oh god, they found me unconscious in a pool of blood. Oh, I'm sorry, Triple D. Deserved. Oh no. Listen, your parents shouldn't have let that situation occur.
Yeah. Jackson Galaxy doesn't even look like a real person. Jackson has its own problems, but they're not okay. If you think about them, they're kind of bad, but they also like aren't the bad. The as okay, they're far less bad than Caesar Milan. Like I think what Caesar Milan does actively hurts dogs and actively causes dogs that will become aggressive and suppress their signals and hurt people, whatever. And Jackson Galaxy does a great job reading cats, but he has weird homeopathic BS that he does too. Like,
Yes.
like, and it's like tolerable for me because like he's good otherwise.
Yeah.
It's just weird when he like recommends these things that like are just kind of, I don't know. Hashtag ad.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one bad. Okay, here's the animal abuse that Jackson Galaxy has done.
What?
There was an episode where the cat, like for the cat, in order to get it some like energy out, they got a fish tank, and it was like a tiny little thing.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's okay.
for the enjoyment of the cats.
That was something. Whenever I played The Sims, which is a lot, the options for fish bowls are horrendous. There's one that I think comes with the pets pack that is like a proper, it looks like a, I don't know, a 75-gallon or something, like a big tank. And then the rest of them are tiny little fish bowls. And it's like, I am not using this in my gameplay.
Exactly.
I would not abuse a fish.
Okay, can I just say something though? I was just thinking about fish
What?
and how I don't know if this will ever actually change in the fish hobby because it's kind of just natural, but like very few pets can you just be like, oh man, the other one just ate the other one, and like it's just kind of like expected.
Except gerbils. I guess it wasn't expected, but it did happen.
No, that's actually expected. They don't kill each other. Like they'll eat the bodies. Whenever someone's like, "Oh, my hamster ate the other one," okay, well the hamsters will definitely kill each other. But like if it's like a social animal, it's usually that they have a natural response to like get rid of the body
Oh.
because it's not good to have that, and you know.
I mean, yeah. Waste not, want not. There's a service dog trainer I interviewed who actually trained a cat to do service dog tasks using clicker training. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cute.
I was thinking about fish, as one does.
That reminds me. So the dog trainer we went to when we took Fado to puppy school, and Serena did her puppy daycare at that place. But anyways, the trainer, she was really great. She used to work with elephants, and she was like, you can't punish an elephant to get it to do what you want.
Yeah.
So she's like,
You can probably do negative pun. No, is it negative? Yeah. Yeah, you could probably do negative punishment, like a timeout. I'd imagine.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
It's like you, yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you take away something as a punishment instead of.
No, it's when you.
What is it? I can't.
Positive is when you add something. Negative is when you take it away, right? So like a timeout would be like the negative. Wait, is it? Sorry, negative reward. Is it a negative reward? I don't know, actually. I could fight an elephant. Very good.
It's true.
I haven't thought about this in a while, but like I know there's like, it's like a timeout is like a punishment, but it's taking away something positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like when they're.
It's like if you're bad. If it's like when you're being bad and your mom takes away your laptop.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like,
very different than
if your mom hits you with your laptop. Then that's positive punishment. If your mom gives you a laptop, that's positive reward.
Yes.
What's a negative reward?
A negative reward?
It's when I guess a negative reward is like when you're in a cage and your mom lets you out. Because it's removing a negative thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
because the reward is the thing being taken away.
Oh, I guess it would be like your dog's afraid of, I don't know, a lamp, and you take the lamp away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because negative is removing something.
Yeah, so then they get rewarded for whatever by you taking the lamp
And
away.
rewards increase behavior, and negatives decrease behavior. Punishments decrease the behavior.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the difference.
Oh, okay. I would die for my plants. Oh, bless. I wish I could be a plant mom.
So yeah, if you're doing something and it causes the behavior to like get more of it, you know?
Yeah.
The only thing that the trainer used though is positive reinforcement because that's the most effective, and punishment never works like you want it to.
Exactly.
Yeah. The thing is, that's... God. I guess it's like how you slice it, because there's some things where like it's not necessarily punishment, but like removing stimulus and stuff is I guess that's just more managing environments.
Yeah.
I guess the one time you would use like something like positive punishment is like in like the most extreme situations, right? Like you'd never push a child, but if a child is about to get hit by a bus, it's fine to push them out of the way.
Right.
And that is going to decrease the behavior. Maybe in the future.
If you're standing in front of a bus.
Well, maybe in the future they will think, wow, that was a negative experience. I'm not going to do it again. I don't think that's how you should teach a child not to go into traffic. But if a child is in traffic and you push them out of the way, like...
This reminds me, like, what if there was a child?
Well, it's the same
right in
thing.
front
Like
of you?
when Fado, like when you're walking and Fado runs off towards the street and you stop the leash, like that's punishment,
Oh, I guess you're right.
right? Like, like you do a thing, like yeah. Because you could get him to not be in the street another way, right? Like you could lead him away from the street with a reward, and be like, okay, when I get like when I'm on the sidewalk, I get treats. When I'm over there, I don't get treats.
Yeah.
But instead, what you do is he runs towards the street, and you pull the leash really quick, or you grab him, and those aren't fun because he's not.
True.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. I never thought of it that way. It was just that was like, don't go in the road or you're gonna get hurt, buddy. Fido has proved if he wants the street, he'll have it. He does. He'll run.
That quantifies as saving the animal's life rather as training, though. The thing is, like, training is like a constant thing. Like,
Right.
like you're always learning lessons and stuff. Like training doesn't end. Like I guess what you could say is like when you're sitting down to do actual like a training exercise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's different than like day to day, because in day to day you also need to be using positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
And I think it's not so much that it's bad. I think it's just like important to kind of realize that stuff, because when you realize what like even like in the most extreme silly examples, what is positive reinforcement, what is negative reinforcement, what is positive punishment, and what's like negative punishment, like you can start thinking about how behaviors like come into effect at all in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be situations where you're inadvertently training your dog, and if you think of like anything as training, like here's an example. Like every time your dog barks, you get up and see what they're doing. That's like gonna start reinforcing that behavior, because every time they bark, like, they get to see you. So like, you are rewarding a behavior, right? So you need to learn to not reward that behavior. And instead of punishing that behavior, it's better to find a different behavior that they can be doing in that situation. Like, if every time they look at the window they start barking, like, redirect them with like some other thing.
Yeah.
Be like, come here and sit. It would be way more fun to do that rather than punishing that behavior, because then you're not doing punishment. Whereas if you go up and drag them away from what they're barking at, it is punishment, technically speaking. Like, it is something punishing, I guess that's kind of my take. Like, and I don't think you're like a bad person. It's just like, you can just rethink it if you recognize that, like, even like the most, like, what is the threshold at which you would do a punishment, and try and like continually reduce that threshold as much as you can. I'd explain more what I meant, but that would be a whole paragraph, and I don't have enough characters during chat. That's fine. I'm sure we just kind of like agree. He's a speed demon.
He is.
Dogs are smarter than kids, so he probably figured out it's bad before a kid does.
What was that thing you told me about cats this morning?
But they're cute.
Oh, it might have been yesterday, but you said that they have more of a parent-child relationship with us than dogs do.
They did the what is it? It's the attachment styles thing about it's like where you test like if children are securely attached or not. But like cats have like a stronger attachment than dogs to their owners. Yeah. And it's similar to like a parent-child attachment.
So cute.
They love you, and they love you. It's kind of the thing, like, where you're around, they're more confident.
Yeah.
Like, you build cats up.
That's right, boy. I'll build you up.
I was like, what was I doing?
You're always up to
Oh,
trouble, so I don't know.
another thing I found out was that dogs, like, there was like a study on feral dogs, and it determined like I think they need to like continue like exploring this or whatever, but like even like feral dogs who haven't had like a lot of contact with like humans or anything, like 80% of them were like able to follow like a pointing direction from a human, because like I think what they did was like they would approach feral dogs and give them like raw chicken, and it kind of is self-selecting though a little bit, because it was only the dogs that were willing to like take chicken from them that would work with them.
Oh, true.
Right. So they would give them chicken, and then they would point in the direction of like where more is, and like 80% of the dogs would go on to do that.
That's crazy.
Have you seen Victoria? Oh, I've been watching It's Mirror the Dog. I like her. What I especially like about Victoria was like I was watching like her recent shows. Like she has like recent episodes where she goes back and looks at her old episodes and critiques them, and I found that I really like that, because it really shows like how things change, and as we learn more things, like we change, and I really appreciate that.
We were watching a lot of It's Me or the Dog today.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
She uses punishment. She uses it less now, but
That's good.
well, she likes timeouts.
Oh yeah.
I did timeouts with Matica. It helped.
It was nice to when we were watching because I wanted to get Serena into her new harness thing, and I was like, oh, she's afraid of it. I should just give her treats. Oh
Yeah.
right. Oh right. There's that possibility.
My favorite TV dog personality isn't on TV anymore, but I love Dr. Corn. And like if Dr. Corn had like stayed on, I think I wouldn't have we deserved him more than we deserved Caesar Milan.
Dr. Corn?
Yeah, Dr. Corn. He has a PhD in like psychology and he does like dog studies. I like reading his Psychology Today articles.
Oh.
It's where I learn fun dogs trivia.
Hell yes. Okay.
He was the one that everyone lost their mind about because he did the study about dogs not liking hugs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was him.
That was him.
Or was like analyzing photos of dogs being hugged and like a ridiculous amount of them were all like uncomfortable.
Aww.
We're stressed out.
Puppies.
It's weird that dog's thumbnails send me. Yeah. Did you see Charlie, did you see the episode with a dog named Bones in it? I posted it in Patreon chat. Like it sent me this morning.
I'm losing it.
No, Victoria is good. I think like the thing with like Victoria like Stillwell, right, is like I feel like you can do reasonable critiques with her, whereas like Caesar Milan, like it's just God, because she was looking back at an episode where she was training a husky, and she was like talking about dominance theory and how it's dumb. Whereas Caesar Milan doesn't go back on his old episodes because like what is he gonna say when he gets to the episode where he dangles a dog from its neck, like, and it's gasping for breath, and it claws and bites him at the end, like trying to stop, from being strangled, like
as any rational creature would do.
Yeah, and being like, oh man, he was trying to dominate me. I'm like, yeah, no, he's about as dominating as anyone being strangled. Dogs don't like hugs. My dog will jump up and hug my father when he comes in. Yeah, like if your dog is like jumping and like doing that stuff, like that's fine. It's when you put your arms around a dog, like where you contain them within your arms. They don't like that. Fado does. Fado is our only dog who likes it, because if you hug Matica, like you can see like her stress little signals go up. Like she does not like.
Yeah.
As Serena, she literally tries to duck and avoid it.
She's like, no, stop it.
Fado loves it, but I think it's because with Fado, you're not really hugging him so much as you're creating a little Fado cave.
Yes.
Because you don't want to squeeze him. He's also used to being held because he's like a small dog.
Yeah, he's like.
And we worked really hard at conditioning him to like that.
Yes.
Because I didn't want one of those dogs that is really upset about being held.
Yes.
Like he get treats, and I guess one kind of like negative thing I do, like I don't think it's entirely bad. Like I think it's important to listen to an animal's signals, right?
Yeah.
And I do this with my cats too, where like I like to like teach my like kittens and my puppies that when I'm holding you, I don't want you to struggle and flip out.
Yeah.
But if you are uncomfortable, I am going to put you down. You just need to be calm about it because I don't want you hurting yourself, right? So when they're puppies and they're squirming and they clearly want me to let go, I wait for like the second that they stop and then I'm like, okay, you're fine.
Yeah, we don't want to teach them like if we have to hold you, like you're not allowed to freak out because you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna force to hold you though.
Yeah, and I try to like give treats and like make being held like a really good experience. And I don't know, whatever I do works because like the vets love our dogs and cats because they're so like easy. Like they're just I've made them soupy.
They they are made of soup.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so sweet.
Yeah. And like our big dogs like obviously don't like being held, but
Yeah.
like they can do it because I think it's important because if they're injured like you, like sometimes you're going to have to pick them up.
Yeah, it's the same with like how they don't like their paws being touched. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna go around touching your paws all the time, but you have to have
Yeah.
them cut trimmed sometimes.
I guess in the situation, like with Caesar Milan, like endangering that child, for me, it's like if a dog is so uncomfortable with me just approaching the paws, like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But if the dog is fine with me holding, going up and touching their paws, but when I grab onto the paws, they start like doing a panic, like I will just wait like a little moment and then I will let go.
Yeah.
because like because it's I guess for me like I just don't want to reinforce like the panic thing. I just want them to know that like I'm listening to what you're putting out. Like I'm not going to do anything bad to you, but you need to not flail your arm cuz like if someone is clipping your nails like that you could like hurt yourself,
Yeah.
you know? Like I don't want you to get to the like and usually like I guess I don't even really get to that point either because like if you pay attention the whole way along, like you make sure they're comfortable the whole way and you never get to the point of them flailing.
Yeah.
But if they are flailing or if like something spooks them, like yeah. With cats it's less bad cuz like they can leap out of your arms.
Yeah.
Like Multi does not want to be held all that much.
No.
But when she is held, she isn't like struggling and clawing at you. Like
Yeah.
she tolerates it. And that's all I need.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Just need to be able to pick you up in an emergency.
Really is the two most behaved loving dogs are the ones I was around. And my third who's aggressive usually wasn't around because my hands were full of other two as puppies.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess like it's just important to like have communication with your animals and to have them know that you are paying attention and like you respect them. And dragging them into the pool is not respecting them and respecting their signals. Like I guess I learned a lot of that from watching like bird training videos because people like birds are smart, like super smart. Like you can't get one over on them as much. And so you really need to like build up communication with your bird. But like anything from like any little animal, like you need to have like you need to create a little language.
Yeah.
You can't expect them to learn your language, but you can definitely learn theirs. And you can give them ways to... Did you just fart, really?
She's communicating with you.
Yeah. I think I know too much about service dog training for someone who doesn't want to be a dog trainer. I mean, when I was younger, I wanted to be like an animal behaviorist or whatever. I guess that would still be something interesting if it was just like the sciencey side. But I do not want to dog train because I hate people.
Exactly.
Hello from Matic. Hello, Matica from Leo, the dog next door.
Oh.
Matica just farted. She's stinky.
Stinky like Leo. Leo's a good boy. He doesn't run out of the fallen down fence.
That's because Leo is stuck to my mom.
Yeah.
He fear the world outside. I like Leo. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
I'm not keeping him though.
before Mark starts up.
Yeah. He'll eat my cats.
True.
That's my mom. Everyone say hi to my mom.
Say hi to Kim.
And Leo.
She's a sweetie.
You are farting so much. I am not giving you chickpeas. They make me fart. Like, I can only imagine you.
Leo wouldn't fit in my suitcase. I know, otherwise you would have taken him. You and Leo had a special bond.
Just give Leo a passport and put a little mustache on him.
This is my business associate.
My goodness, there's a delay. Everyone's saying hello.
Good.
Common Cleo.
Yes. Common Cleo.
You know what probably part of the delay is because we didn't put the Ethernet cable, I don't think.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's on Wi-Fi.
Yeah. It has been that way for a while, but...
Oh, well, we should do that. Eventually.
Because it wasn't... Yeah. Oh.
Kim, can we borrow your... I don't even know if she's still here. Kim, can we borrow your ring light sometime? Not right now. Maybe next stream.
Miku.
Miku!
Stop.
Please.
I know it's our fault. Miku's been scratching the furniture. We clearly haven't given her the right scratching posts in the right areas.
Yeah.
But I can't afford a cat tree right now.
Our dang car.
Our dang car and your stupid little bladder.
Stupid Miku.
If you want a scratching post, maybe you shouldn't need antibiotics.
Maybe. Just don't get a bladder infection. Did you ever think about that?
Lyra and Fado are wrestling at your feet.
Oh my god, guys. I am on a wheelie chair. You shouldn't be underneath my wheel. Leo says hi, Charlie. Mark says hi too. Aw. Be Mark. Man, oh man.
Yeah, and then he was shocking a dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I was terrified too when he had a dog muzzled. Like, oh wow, cool. Like, totally safe what he's doing now. God. And it was a dog that was reactive with horses. And he put the dog in a pen with the horse. And the dog immediately ran at the horse and like jumped and tried to bite it. And like obviously had a muzzle on. But I was like, oh my god, that dog could have died.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
it's a horse. Like it'll, you know?
yeah. One little kick.
I miss all of you. Need a couple £100 to go back.
Aw.
Please give me world building advice. Legos. I don't know. I feel like I have a bunch of videos on world building.
Bunch of in-depth videos on our channel. If you just
I think I have a really in-depth video on world building.
Yes.
Oh, I like the green floor.
So that's sarcastic
Miku,
or
please
for real?
don't. Do you want these?
No. I actually don't know what she's doing. Oh, maybe she's approaching. She's sniffing.
Do you want it?
She's going for it. She's going for the treat.
You shouldn't. You're gonna hurt yourself. It's cayenne pepper.
Oh yeah, don't. I didn't realize. Don't give her that.
She was scratching the couch, so I brought her.
Diverted her.
I diverted her attention. I think she got cayenne pepper on her nose.
Oh no, puppy.
Nice to meet you from the UK. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
The UK? Sorry.
Bonds, no.
Ooh wah.
Tips on conlang? No idea.
Tips on conlang? I don't know. Study linguistics.
It's the new desk. It's great. We've got so much space. I can actually do my watercolors.
Isn't it like a 1920s desk
Yeah.
to do your 1920s art on?
It's perfect.
I was telling Ursula how the person who made that desk was dead.
It's so sad.
Because when was it made?
1928.
God. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, in a couple of years it's gonna be like 100 years old. Yeah, in 5 years.
Stop it.
5-ish. 5 and a bit.
It's the better way of saying it. Oh no. I had to feed the dogs. What did I miss? Oh, it was so great. We did like
Can you not eat my blanket? What is wrong with you?
Lear.
What does it smell like that it's so important that you salivate all over it? Weirdo.
Lear, you're a weirdo. You're a weird cat.
It's pronounced Turf Island.
Oh, let's go with the green. Oh, good. Phew. I was really worried. Every time I sit down to do these, I'm like, don't mess it up, Ursula.
I guess Turf Island is just one part of the UK, right?
Yeah. UK's quite a bit.
I don't know. Y'all
Is it-
speak weird.
Is it just England that's Turf Island?
British.
British.
I'm pretty sure it's bad across.
Okay. Whole thing's bad. Throw it out. Into the sea.
I can't believe she had a movie come out. Like, I didn't even notice. All I've noticed is the people being like, I wonder what of these many reasons did this movie not do well. I think it's just because it sucked.
Yeah.
Like, the whole series, like, even people who like Harry Potter, I feel like the only people who went to see the movie were TERFs that are like, yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what she was doing. Trying to get an audience for her fantastic bullshit movie.
That movie went so under the radar, it kills me. I'm so glad.
I wish the actors would have left.
Right.
Especially like Eddie, what's his face, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you can like leave a contract for like those reasons.
Yeah. I don't know. Also coming out during Sonic 2 and Batman Big Oof.
British.
British.
I'm British, but not one of the scary T's. I'm a scary T.
I don't know what to do for this pattern on the floor. Like the little white parts. I'm not sure what color to fill it with. Do I go blue? Do I go yellow?
That's what I was thinking about, like Eddie. What's his face? I know you literally said his name. I was just because he's gonna be Eddie. What's his face to me?
He what's his face? He was in oh god, what is their name? The sisters who did the Matrix. It's the Wachowskis?
Yeah.
He was in one of their movies in Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, and then he played a
And then he
transgender woman.
plays a trans woman. It's like I don't know. I think YouTube is censoring my comments. I'm not even swearing. My
Yeah, we're
goodness.
not getting anything. Like,
I don't know. It might be your internet might not be sending things because we're not getting any censored messages. Bright side.
yeah, like if you swear like a sailor, like it's our decision,
Yeah.
and we haven't decided anything against you.
So, a darker shade of green? Oh, maybe. That might be nice. Maybe bring in some more of the blues. Okay.
Yeah,
I like
guess you
that.
kind of want to bring the focus down there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And I'm going to put some blue and green up in like the books and the portrait as well. Okay. I like that idea. Thanks, Kim.
Can possible, but she's your basic average mom. Frick. Frick.
Frick dang.
What are we fricking about, Ashen?
Frick.
Man, the Kingdom soundtrack is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of Patricia Taxon in the Traveler, that album. It reminds me of that, but medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Totally. Okay, I want to know. Well, okay, you said ass. Okay, I was like, what is being blocked here, Elfie? Like, I'm like, is Swedish blocked? If we're talking countries, then when I'm Swedish, what do stereotype me ass? I don't know, cause like, okay, I'm Canadian. I don't know anything, right? Like, Europe is just Europe, right? For me, like Swedish people, at least like the ones I know, they just know a million languages.
Correct.
Yeah.
Every time I meet someone from Sweden.
Every night, yeah, all the Swedish people I know like speak like a zillion freaking languages, and I'm like, oh my god, shut up! I get it, you're better than me.
You're better in every way possible. I understand. Okay.
Hot people aren't allowed to be evil. That's all. That's terrible. No, hot people should all be evil, just not IRL. That's what makes them hot. What is it, Shigo? Like, Shigo's not attractive because she's a nice lady. Scandinavia all blurs together. Yeah. It literally does. Oh my god.
Eh?
You're gonna be 21? You've been watching since you were 17?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry that we raised you through your
Sorry.
early adulthood.
I know. I'm sorry we were an influence on you.
Yeah.
Rip.
You're gonna become an artist now, I'm sorry.
Oh god.
You came in with the wrong crowd. My therapist also said that he because we were talking about how I took 2 weeks off, right?
Yes.
Because I'm usually like weekly therapy, and I emailed him like 1 week into it, being like, I'm feeling sad about next week because we don't get to talk, and you just get used to that, right? And yeah, like when we were talking, he was like, yeah, it was weird.
Aw.
Yeah, he felt the absence too.
Aw.
He's had so much Reed in his life.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Take my money.
Take my money.
Okay, this was dumb too, but like,
What?
because he was telling me that like, because I've been taking like the 2 weeks or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was like, he told me that it's okay to see each other every week, and that he only wants to see me every week when like I am not super stable because it's good to do.
Yeah.
But it's also okay to see him every week if I'm not losing it, and it's just about money. I was like, oh,
Well.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign if your provider's like, listen, I don't want to take all your money and take
Yeah.
advantage of you.
Imagine the new desk is the one in the illustration. No, it's way bigger.
It's much bigger.
It's more like Lul's desk rather than. Actually, it's not because Lul's desk is white.
You're right. But no, it's huge. It's a big desk.
I imagine his is that big. It's just
yeah,
white.
exactly. It used to have a typewriter attachment where you could like, there's a middle panel here where everything is here that you could like flip and a typewriter would come up. Because it used to be for a secretary or something.
Fancy.
So fancy. It's such a nice desk.
Get up here, Medica. Come here. Get up. Lay down. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Map drawing tips? You should ask AZ. I don't know anything about maps.
No.
There's no AZ does maps. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, because I think he collects them or something.
Yeah.
Talk to AZ on the Discord. Throw some cereal on a map, go over the big shapes. Become an expert on geography and climate.
You don't have to make a map if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Yeah.
Can you not exist? Okay, are you gonna sit there or are you gonna be a freaking weirdo?
Lear's always gonna be a weirdo. Why would you ever expect him to not be a weirdo?
I'm being harassed by the ones who like me the most.
What's the price you pay?
I got Madoka on one side, eyeing my food. The one thing that's really weird is I've trained Madoka, right? She's a terrible beggar, and it's my fault. However, she's not a terrible beggar if you make her sit right beside you.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Because she's been rewarded for, like, if she's just sitting next to you and she's sleeping, she will get food on occasion, so she doesn't, like, stare at you. Whereas I think when she's not beside you, she thinks that she needs to stare you down.
Yes.
Madoka go wah. It's true. Though right now she looks like she's leaning over on the bar looking at me. Oh my god, the cats are losing it right now. It's an hour, guys.
Guys, it is not
No,
time
you cannot have your head on my
for
computer.
munching.
Yeah. Yeah, they always get, like, hungry an hour before dinner.
Of course.
Like, it never changes.
If anything, sometimes we feed them later than typical time.
Yeah. Because we put them away,
Yeah,
and then they can't harass us.
exactly. And we're safe from kitty cat tyranny.
They probably just need a lunchtime, and then they would stop.
Yeah, true. If they got like a little meal in the middle of the day.
Yeah. We can't tell you when the stream is ending because then other people are like, oh, maybe I should bow out.
Exactly.
It's a really important streamer tactic.
Mm-hmm. Never tell people you're leaving.
Yep.
Pro streamer tips. Even the new DreamWorks movie is doing better than Fantastic Beasts. 6 seconds of cave baiting. Yes. Thank God.
There's a new DreamWorks movie. Despicable Minions 10. Man, all like the Minion craze makes me forget that like Despicable Me was like a good movie.
Yeah, right. I always see it and I go like, ugh.
Has furries?
You know that furry movie is bad. I'm told, but the wolf is hot. What? What movie?
I've been avoiding the internet. Like, I've basically uninstalled every social media
Thank God.
except Facebook. It's just
Hmm.
weird that Facebook is like the only place where things aren't bad for me.
Yeah. The whole mood, though. I also don't really go on the internet very much anymore. Like, I feel bad. Like, I'm like, I want to work on, like, social media stuff and, like, be part of conversations and...
I don't know. It just destroys your soul. Don't do it.
It
Maybe
really
that's why I have
does.
depression and you don't.
It could be. I mean, I've been very happy since not really logging on to social media and just hanging out on our YouTube and Discord, so...
I'm done with human interaction, you know?
In general?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna tell my therapist that.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll side with me.
Yeah. It's like, good idea.
Yeah, well, I just go on like Facebook and look at the pigeon rescue. Like that's all I do.
Aw, well that's a good, yeah, that's a good place to go. Just look at cute animal rescues and stuff. I've never seen any of those movies. I heard a synopsis of the second one and it sounded fake, so I don't know.
I don't even care for Harry Potter. Like I don't want.
I just game exactly. Feels warm, I'll thank you.
Aaron's having a great time.
He's having such a good time. Man, I love balconies. Bless. I've only seen those movies through Jenny Nicholson, yes, and James Somerton, yes. Same.
I like that Ursula gave up on the spiral staircase.
I gave up. I just can't. I just can't. I'm not doing
Just
it.
imagine it spiraled.
It
she said.
spirals. Just picture it in your little brain.
I should have a balcony in my house. Lil has several balconies in his house.
Lul's house is nothing but balconies.
Exactly. He jumps down from them.
I need to do an illustration with a similar perspective with yours, and I'm scared. You can do it.
I mean, Ursula failed and you like it, so...
Exactly. This is wonky as heck, so... Perspective is bullying me. I know. You got this. You can do it.
Mom, it's my turn to be bullied my perspective. We don't have any balconies.
No. Thank goodness, because
Are
the
you
cats
yelling at
would
your
get
foot?
out on them. Medica,
You were yelling at your foot?
you yelling at your
Was
foot?
it not itching you proper? Ask your mom.
Do you want itchy squishies? Come here. Come here, Oh, your face itchy. Yeah.
Uh-oh, you said come here, baby. He's coming.
Oh no, Lear. Not that baby. That's my problem, is I go like, oh, boo, 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 to any of the animals and they all arrive.
God.
I think that was Mark.
I don't know if everyone heard that.
Could you guys hear that?
Like, comment, and subscribe if you heard
We have
it.
a balcony out back. That's not a balcony, that's a deck.
Yeah, that's not a balcony.
We also have a front porch. Like, it's different than a balcony.
Balcony don't have stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that isn't a balcony then, is it?
No, it's like a...
I don't know. What is a balcony?
What's the definition of a balcony? Architects, help us.
Yeah, we need. How do we attract architects fans? We become really good at anatomy. Not anatomy. What is that? Perspective.
House anatomy.
Yeah, that's what
What's the
architecture
difference?
is. A platform enclosed by a wall, a balustrade on the outside of a building with access from an upper floor window or door.
Okay.
What the frick is a balustrade? A balustrade? Balustrade? Balustrade.
Say it one more time.
Balustrade? Oh, it's... Wait, that's what those are called? the railings, that's what they're called.
Balustrades?
Yeah, that's what's above Lul's head.
What? I
Yeah.
thought it was just a railing.
What is a balustrade? What?
Balustrade is a railing? Anka, what?
Whoa.
It's a fancy term. Okay.
Especially on an ornamental parement on a balcony, bridge, or terrace.
Oh.
So it's fancy. It's fancy railings.
Okay, gotcha.
You could like grab someone's feet through those railings. You go, yeah.
Little face. My dog ate a balustrade. She did. We love her. She baby. I hope she's having a good time.
What's an? I guess an indoor balcony doesn't have stairs. No, it does. Wait,
You can play with the cat. through
wait.
the
You can have a
roof.
balcony indoors that doesn't have stairs, like an opera house, but it's your house.
I mean, you could.
Word for an indoor balcony. Architect.com. Just architect. It is. No, wait, it's Arconnect.
Our connect. Aw.
I think it's an atrium. Okay, it's called an atrium.
That's what an atrium is?
That's what that is. What we're looking at.
Oh, this is an atrium.
Yeah.
So it's a raised a little bit.
What do you call an indoor balcony that's on the second floor? You know, where the part of the second floor is cut away so you can look down and see the first floor? Atrium? I think it's an atrium.
This is like a Reddit thread.
Interior balcony. Sadly, no fancy word for such a thing.
Aw.
Interior balcony is probably the best term for this. You could also call it an overlook.
Oh.
Unless you hire some musicians to perform there, then you can call it a minstrel's gallery.
Oh dear.
A minstrel gallery is a form of a balcony often inside a great hall of a castle or a manor of the house used for musicians to perform, sometimes discreetly, hidden from guests below. Lul would have.
Oh, 100%.
That is not what an atrium is.
What's an atrium?
Lol, architects. Wait,
What's an atrium? Help me out. Space.
we have one. It's a loft. That's totally a mezzanine? Donna, mezzanine implies it's between the first floor and second floor, correct? Both of those appear to be equal to the second floor. Mezzanine, a low ceiling story between two main stories of the house of a building, especially. I am loving this architecture battle. It's a balcony. Even if it's not the correct term or description, when you mention a balcony to people in relation to a residential, they think something more like in the pic. Mob rules.
Fight, fight, fight.
Does anybody remember laughter? Is it not a gallery? The word is pretentious, but seems right for what we're talking about. A great room, which is clearly the location of this particular element. Both terms defined in Chapter 1 of the Fall 2014 Parade of Houses brochure. You could call it a gallery, but a gallery is more of a word. It has a more word with many meanings. Most common meaning some kind of balcony. For the OP trying to look up examples, it will be hard to find what he's looking for if he calls it a gallery. I would call it a loft before I'd call it a gallery, but I appreciate what how you're citing your sources. Those are usually called lofts when real estate agents and homeowners talk about them. Really? That's not what I would call a loft.
No, I imagine like a loft.
For
is
me,
like...
a loft is like an attic, a finished attic that you can live in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's either a roofed entrance hall or central court in ancient Rome house. Modern atriums are in the central hall with rooms or galleries off to it.
It's usually glass covered. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Things are heating up in the
I think you're getting a little too fancy with it. I would call both instances pictured landings. Okay, so what we're learning, it is just incredibly heated what we are looking at right now.
Okay, so it's not it's not super defiant.
There's no such thing as too fancy. That's like too much money in the bank or too in-depth code review for a question that isn't asking about a code review. What? Kurt, doesn't that still mean that it is between the floor and ceiling? They appear to be equal. Ceilings are not considered levels, and neither are roofs unless occupied. Wow, okay. That's very important to know. Well, you need to know this stuff. You're a Sims house builder. I mean, that's true. A roof isn't counted as a level in The Sims.
No. I can't just draw something and not understand the deep history and lore. Exactly.
So wait. So a roof becomes a level? Like, if you have, like, a roof you can have parties on?
Yeah, I'd say.
What if you hang out on your roof a lot of the time? Does it become a level?
I don't think so. I think it has to be, like, built with the intention.
What if I set up a ladder that's semi-permanent and we just hang out up on our roofs a lot? Does it become a level? Does our house become a 3-story house at that point?
Yes, I'll allow this.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, thanks for Demon. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the stuff we make.
That's an androgynous entresol?
Oh, what?
Makes me wonder what you were all doing in architectural school. Probably busy trying to get laid.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Entresol. Entresol means a mezzanine.
Okay, so someone said a mezzanine earlier, didn't they, in this argument?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking this up and I am not seeing what you're... Wait. Oh, kind of. Maybe. Mezzanine, they shout. Landing. That's not a landing. Right? I don't know. I'm not an architect, but that doesn't feel like a
You were
landing to
too
me.
busy trying to get laid in architectural school.
Mezzanine loft, an intermediate level.
Like, I wouldn't, like, what's in this picture here, like, this is not a loft. It doesn't feel, like, tall enough to be a loft. It's just, like, a platform. Like,
Well, that one just feels like a platform. It doesn't even feel like a balcony.
no,
Because
it's
it's not.
not.
It doesn't lead. I guess it is an intermittent floor.
Is it a mezzanine?
Would it be a mezzanine?
It feels too fancy. Oh, the color's freaking out on my camera. Oh, honeysuckle.
Just-
Bless.
Oh god, I'm remembering the bodybuilding one. I love that one so much.
The bodybuilding one?
We've done this one before. It's how many days are in the week. Have you guys heard that one?
That was so good.
A catwalk. That is not a catwalk.
No, a catwalk has to like go over, you know?
Okay, a lot of people are saying mez, so
Okay. It's a mezzanine.
Eisman bath. Wait, Eisman tub.
Oh my god, my color.
The term is open foyer.
Oh.
I like the final one. The final one just says hall.
Hall. Oh my lord.
Oh my god. Architects get laid? Well, they were trying to.
Yeah.
Just focus on architectural school, buddy. Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I was looking this up of interior balconies and I Wait, I guess you can't show images.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. It's great. It's a hallway of like dorm rooms, but each dorm has a balcony above it.
What?
It's like actually it's an apartment complex.
Okay.
Is what it is. And every apartment is 2 stories.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the interior hall. And above every front door
Mm-hmm.
is a balcony with another door.
Oh, so you can look out into the inside of the building?
Yes.
From your apartment?
No. I'm going to link it so everyone can. I need to take. I need this. I need to share this with people. Can you shut up, Lear? It is not time.
Lear.
Okay, this is what it is.
An interior balcony.
Here's what I'm looking at. Do you have your phone? You could look at it there.
Oh, I could.
My only person having a hard time picking out a main character. I get stuck when it comes to whose perspective to focus on. Yeah, that's a difficult problem. Sometimes you just pick the wrong main character. Just go with one, right?
Yeet.
Lear's trying to get into your bag.
Thank you.
Did you see it yet?
What? This is weird.
Right?
This is the weird. What?
Was the architecty high? Right?
Oh my god.
Little drawings. Thank you.
Thank you.
You just gotta commit to a bit. Oh god.
Oh. Oh, is Manika playing?
I don't know.
Cats.
I think Miku annoyed Madoka. Madoka went to tell Miku off and that scared Amalthea and she ran.
That's like every interaction in our house. That's how it ends. It scared Amalthea and she ran.
Yeah.
Why am I using a big brush when I'm planning to do a small little section? I need to get even smaller brushes.
Damn. Okay, things are getting heated in the architect. Okay. Bodybuilder day of the week. I love this one.
It's so good.
I think I've read this on stream before.
I'm 90% sure you have.
It's like a classic.
It is. It really is.
I don't want a summary of it. It's from the bodybuilding forum. Okay, I have to go through it, guys. Is it safe to do a full body workout every other day? I have limited days I can get to the gym, and lately, instead of doing upper body or lower body, I have just been doing full body workouts. I'm trying to gain as much as I can without getting fat. Most beginners, intermediate programs are full body workouts 3 times a week, so I think it's safe to assume that they're safe. If I go every other day, I will be at the gym 4 or 5 times a week. Is that overtraining? A full body workout 3 times a week is plenty. Each workout shouldn't take more than 45 minutes. And they go on. And someone responds to, if I go every other day of the week, I will be at the gym 4 or 5 times a week. Is that overtraining? That makes no sense. There's only 7 days in a week. If you go every other day, that's 3.5 times a week. And they reply, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That's 4 days. How do you go 3.5 times? Do half a workout or something? Lol. 7 times a week equals 3.5 times a week, genius. Oh, 7 times in 2 weeks is 3.5, genius. And yeah, 3 times a week, full body workouts are good. I never said anything about going exactly 7 times. Like I said, if I go every other day, that is 4 days a week. How hard is that to comprehend? 1 week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Week 2, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. 8 days in 2 weeks. In your terms, 8 times in 2 weeks equals 4 times a week, genius. All muscle, no brains, lol. You double counted Sunday. That is 2 weeks plus 1 day. Did you fail grade 2 math? Plus, your old post said 4 or 5 times a week. Now you just neglect to mention the 5. Grow up and admit you were wrong. Believe me, you will get a lot further in life that way. Maybe you should look at a calendar. I didn't double count Sunday. My 2 weeks started and ended on Sunday, exactly 14 days. What? What don't you understand? Here's a calendar I made with little dots for each day so you can comprehend.
I'm suffering as you read this. Exactly.
Dude, that's 15 days. Are you that effing mental? You can't have a week go Sunday to Saturday, then Sunday to Sunday. Look at the pic you posted. Count the days. What do they equal? 15. This is me. This is how I felt with the trachea conversation. Kids these days. I was right. 3.5 times a week. So was the first guy to post it. You may be... You, my bright friend, are El Rongo. It's 14 days. Try again. Maybe you should try counting on your fingers. If you work out on the 8th, you wouldn't start counting days until the 9th, because that is the one. That is 1 day. Then the 10th day would be 2 days, and so on until you get to 22, which is 14 days. It just goes on and on and on, and I love it so much.
So funny.
Monday is day 1. Tuesday is day 2. Wednesday is day 3. Thursday is day 4. Friday, day 5. Saturday, day 6. Sunday, day 7. Today is Saturday. So how many days till Sunday? 2 days? No, it's only 1 day. How many days till Monday? 2 days? Not 3 days by your count. God. Ugh. How many pages does this go for? I've never actually read. Wait. Oh my god. Yeah, it's 5-page long thread.
Oh my god. That's too much. Alright. We are at the end. Thank you all so much for joining us and listening to us rant and helping me pick out colors. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, if you're enjoying this, so that you get notified next time we go live, next time we post a video. And I hope you all take care of yourselves and have a lovely Saturday. Mwah. Goodbye. Monica.